Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, March 17th. Here in the middle of historic problem, coronavirus invasion, and people like myself are trying to figure out now how are we going to avoid getting it because it could be fatal. It could be fatal. We really have to double our efforts. I mean, if we want to live. And I've just not invented, I just realized something, that these latex gloves are very important, very important. We probably should wear them all day. First of all, I'm stuck at home. I'm really not going to go out. I'm not going to work. That's another whole problem. What I would do with no money, but I'm not dead broke. I have some income, but it won't pay my bills. But that's another matter. Without working, it will not cover everything I'm committed to. Anyway, that being said, still trying to survive. That's the important thing. And latex gloves. First of all, my wife was saying how her hands are chapped, and mine are too, from so much hand washing. Okay. If you have a supply of latex gloves, you put the gloves on your hands and you can wash them. They'll wash just like regular gloves. I mean, regular hands. They'll wash just like your hands, and you continue to wash them. You have to be very careful of what you touch. But here's my scheme: is that use the right hand for all kinds of, or use your dominant hand. If you're left-handed, use your left hand for all kinds of stuff, things you have to do. Like the paper comes. I realized the papers. Who do I know? How do I know the person who delivered the paper has really, he's not taking the precautions. I mean, he's not wearing gloves, probably, he or she. Use my right hand to handle things, right hand to do things, right hand as much as possible. Use the left hand for only very sanitary things like touching your face, picking up a napkin and touching your face, feeding yourself. If you can, a nice fresh glove, have a big supply of gloves. I just ordered 2 boxes of them from Amazon. They'll run out soon. But I just ordered 2 boxes. Feed yourself with your left hand if you can. Even cutting with your right hand and putting a fork in left-handed, one hand should be saved for really sanitary purposes. The other hand, still wearing a glove, should be used for all touching things and, and then several times a day, take them off and put on a new pair. Now that's for those of us who can afford gloves. So therefore the government should make sanitary gloves available to everyone. That's another thing the government should do. They won't do it. They didn't take my advice for opening hospitals like they did in China. We could easily afford to open 50 hospitals, and one big new hospital in every state. Just an emergency hospital that treats coronavirus with ventilators. There's so many ideas. But the idea of gloves in the house could be a very important thing. You wash your hands in the gloves often. The water doesn't ruin your hands. Use one hand for grabbing stuff. Could have surface germs on it. The other hand stays clear. And use it for scratching your face, touching your face with a tissue, and if you're going to pick up food to eat it, you use your left hand, and you continue to wash it, but you don't use your right hand. And then change your gloves. Just an idea. It sounds very good to me.